Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm actually going to be doing an Etsy shop critique. This is one of the many free critiques I do every single month for free to give back to my community. So if you would like a chance to win a critique, I will leave the link right below the video where you could sign up. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, consider subscribing. I do upload weekly videos to help you build an impactful online business. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell. This is for everyone, so you'll be the first person notified of any new videos that I upload. In addition to that, if you're new to Etsy, you're a beginner, I have a lot of resources that you can find right below this video that will help you get started the right way. So make sure that you check them out. And let's head over to my computer to see who is today's lucky Etsy critique winner.
All right, so here we are, and today's lucky critique winner is a store called Babel Dream Studio, and the store owner is Estelle. So congratulations, Estelle, for winning this critique. Now, even if you didn't win this critique, make sure that you watch this video all the way to the end, because everything that I am about to talk about is applicable for any type of niche. So make sure that you stick around. Make sure that you provide feedback for Estelle. I would really appreciate it on the comments below. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the listing that I picked today to do an audit on is this one right here. But before we start on the particular listing, I did want to mention, and I feel like I have to mention this because I'm doing a critique, and I just want to be as honest as possible, as transparent as possible, and hopefully this could help either Estelle or someone else who's watching. So I did notice that a lot of the items that you sell are like Mamma Mia poster here. You have a poster of Sala Paulson here. You have Dirty Dancing, Vogue. You have a lot of stuff that is copyrighted. Now, I'm not one to judge because I have no idea. Maybe you do have licensing to sell these items, right? I know my journey on Etsy when I first started in 2016, I was selling quotes on songs and TV shows, etc. And I got several infringement notices, and it could have been the end of my Etsy, shop, basically. So I just want to point it out there that if you don't have copyrights for lyrics or movies or things of that nature, you should not sell it on Etsy because you could get your store shut down. Now that that's said and done with, if you do have some sort of right or licensing then that's different. I don't know the specifics around that. I'm not an expert in that field, but I did want to make sure that I mention it because majority of the stuff in this particular store have that. So just wanted to put it out there in case you guys see it and you're thinking of doing the same. I wouldn't recommend it unless you have a license, okay? So we're going to go ahead and talk about this particular listing. So let's go ahead. I already have it open here. And what I normally do when I do a critique, I talk about product photography first. And I think the main photo is spectacular. It looks really great. It's crispy. It's clear. I know what I'm buying. It's a print. It looks amazing. She added additional photos. She has this one here, the second one. Second one is okay. I think the first one is the best one, which looks great. I actually like this one as well. She has this one, which is for different sizing. And I like that she has, please message me for a quote if you would like a different size. That's really great because for a lot of people, they might need a different size. And this might be, by having this little message there, it might make them go ahead and contact you as a seller to go ahead and do business with you. So I do like that. What I would recommend for Estelle is to make sure that you include additional photos in here. Make sure that you use all 10 slots. The more pictures you put or videos, so you could do the Etsy video, the one Etsy video, add additional photos, the more material or photos you could include here, the more the prospective customer will be engaged with your listing. Hopefully, from there, they'll go ahead and move on to read your listing description, and then from there, make an informed decision of whether they want to buy from you or not. So I do recommend having additional photos here, having even a video of your product, or you could do a video of your top reviews for this particular listing if you wanted to. I have done that myself. And you could have also a image that says, hey guys, don't forget to favorite this listing. The reason why you want to ask people to favorite your listing is because now anytime that you have a special, you have a new update in your store, these particular people that favorite your item are going to receive a notification right here on their dashboard that says an item you favorite is now on sale, or this particular store has new items. You'll get a little notification here. And that's free remarketing. So if every customer that came to your store didn't buy at that current moment, by simply liking your listing later on, if you happen to run a sale or you add new products, they're going to get a free notification. And hopefully, right, the second time they come back to your store, they will buy from you. So that's one strategy that you could start implementing. It won't make you rich overnight, of course, but even if it helps you gain 5 more sales a month, why not use it, right? So I definitely recommend that. Also, one thing I didn't see in your actual listing is that I don't see at the current moment that you're collecting email for email marketing. So what I would recommend is start your email list. Having a picture where you tell people, hey, by the way, sign up for our incentive, whatever you want to offer, and get signed up for our email list. And then having like something like click the link in bio. Click the link in listing description in order to get access to our email list. And then you will put the actual link in here in your product description. But email marketing is really important, especially because not every single person that comes to your store is going to buy at the first time. I wish that was the case, but it doesn't work that way. So by having that email marketing, you could have start capturing emails and you could remarket to them at a later time. And hopefully the second or third time they'll come back and buy from you. So it's really important that you start collecting emails and working on that. So those would be my suggestion for your photos. But I think your main photo is really beautiful. I like it. It's clear. It will grab my attention if I saw it in the feed. And sometimes less is best. That's how I always think about photos, and you did a really great job there. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is your title, tag and title relevancy. Talk about your listing description and then your tags. Now, I think you did a really good job with your title. It just goes straight to the point of what you're selling. The Lion King, Pride Rock, Disney art print is simple. It's not keyword stuff. And when people read that, they won't be confused. I will add a little bit more keywords just so you could optimize your title a little bit more for tags. But if you were to leave it like this, it's pretty good. I think it's really, really great. But one thing I noticed about your listing when I was doing the audit on this listing was I'm using eRank Pro, guys. So if it looks a little bit different to you guys, that's the reason why. And one thing that I noticed was, Estelle, is that you're not optimizing, or you didn't optimize this listing for tags. It could have been a mistake. I looked at another listings of yours and it did have the tags. This particular listing doesn't have any tags. So I would definitely go back and edit that listing because it is obviously hurting you from not getting additional traffic. But what you want to do is, once you optimize the listing for tags, whatever tag is your focus tag, which is the tag that has the most search volume, average search volume with the least competition, you're going to take that as your focus keyword and you're going to use it in the beginning of your title. And you're also going to use it right here in your meta description. And the meta description is the snippet that people see on Google. Is what, because keep in mind, your listings are shown on Etsy SEO, right? So shown on the search feed on Etsy, but it's also shown on Google. So you want to make sure that you're optimizing your listing for both Etsy and Google, because that's going to double your traffic basically. So you want to make sure that you include the first 155 characters should include your it's called the meta description. It should include your main keyword, your focus keyword. It should include a short description of whatever you're selling, and it should have some sort of call to action. You could say click to learn more, shop now, grab yours today, whatever you want to do, as long as it's enticing, it's telling the customer what type of action you want them to do next. And by adding that call to action, it's going to help people when they find your product on Google want to click to learn more. So this is your actual meta description at the current moment. It's okay, but it does need a little bit more work. So definitely focus on having your focus keyword, a little bit more of an enticing description, and some sort of call to action. So make sure that you include that here. So when people see this in Google, they want to click to go back to your store. It will increase your click-through rate, so therefore drive more traffic to your store and hopefully buy from you. So make sure that you do that. I think that you did a really good job with explaining what exactly they're getting, what type of paper you printed on, the quality of it, the different sizes that come included. You even went above and beyond explaining about COVID and the mail system. This is really good, especially now with many people getting bad reviews because the shipping got there late and it's not our fault. So I think you did a really good job here. The only thing that you're missing here is that you didn't optimize this for Etsy SEO. So you have a good listing description that explains everything that they're getting, what it doesn't come with, the printing service, etc., the sizes, etc. But you didn't optimize this for SEO, meaning you don't have the keywords in here or the tags that you want to rank for. So you definitely want to go back once you do your keyword research and you find tags that accurately describe what you sell. You want to come back and optimize this for Etsy SEO, because that's how the search query, whenever somebody types in these particular keywords in the search, that's how they know what your listing is all about. So you definitely want to make sure that you spend time optimizing your listing description. And let's look at I'm just going to look at your category. You have wall decor, so you did match that correctly. And I see that you don't have no attributes selected. Now keep in mind, this is for everyone. Attributes work like tags. So you want to make sure that you pick attributes that accurately describe whatever you're selling, because that will get you more chances of getting found in the search feed. So make sure that when you're uploading your listings, you're choosing the right attributes for that particular product. All right, let's go back to your store now. And let me click on your title here. I do see that you have your logo here. What I would do is make sure that you add a photo here of yourself. When people buy on Etsy, it's a little bit different than when they buy on Amazon. They actually won't say, oh, I just bought this from Etsy. They'll say I bought this from this particular store, versus on Amazon, everybody says I bought this from Amazon, right? We never remember who exactly we purchased it from. So what I would do is make sure that you have a beautiful picture of yourself here. I will work on your banner. It's not the worst, but it could look better, right? You can improve. We all can improve in anything in our stores, not just you, including myself. So what I would do is work on having a nicer banner, maybe even showcasing your top sellers up here. And I think that your photos in general look really good. You do have a creative eye when it comes to your photos. Your products look really nice as well, to be quite honest. I think it's just making sure that you're optimizing your store correctly for Etsy SEO. And let me look at down here. You have great reviews, so I don't really have to say anything there. And you have your shop members here, which is you, a little bit more about who you are, the production partner that you work for. Make sure that when you have a second, you fill out your shop policies completely. The reason why I say that is because when you fill out your About Me section, which you do have filled out, and you fill out your shop policies, your store rank higher in the search feed. This is one of the requirements for the algorithm and how it works. They want to make sure that you have a complete store. So you've done a really good job there. And don't forget, in your About Me section is the only area that you could actually place a clickable link that takes them outside of Etsy. So in that area, I do recommend having your email list linked there once you set it up, to start collecting emails as well. So make sure that you add it here as well. Great job for taking time to create the About Me section and to have additional photos of your beautiful self as well as of the work that you do. So I think looking at your overall store, um, my biggest takeaway by looking at your store is maybe working on having a picture here, upgrading your banner, making sure that you take your time to add as many photos as possible, that you take your time to write a well written listing description that has you wrote a really good listing description, but have a optimized it for SEO. So making sure that it's well written like you have it already, but also optimized for Etsy SEO. In addition to that, making sure that you are following rules and regulations of selling, just in case, because if these are copyrighted and you're selling them without the right licensing, you could get your store shut down. So just be careful with stuff like that. But other than that, I think you're doing a really great job. Guys, if you have any additional tips, anything that maybe I'm not covering, that you know about, make sure that you leave a comment below. Make sure it's constructive feedback that we could all learn and grow from it. And thank you guys for watching again.